goes aside from my soul. There goes aside, there goes aside. Now there goes aside from my soul.
So this week is National Hate Crimes Awareness Week. I know a lot of you out there don't know that this is National Hate Crimes Awareness, but as part of my giving back to the public, I'm coming out here to try and create awareness for hate crime. So I'm going to be asking a lot of questions. I've got a very lovely lady here. We're outside South Bank University, and I believe you are?
I'm a law student. I'm a third year law student here.
I'm going to ask you some questions. Okay. What do you know what hate crime is?
Off the top of my head, I would say what I know to be a hate crime is when someone is victimizing or kind of making a person or a group of people feel uncomfortable in whatever way that is, whether it's violence or just intimidating them. I think it's quite a wide definition.
Okay, so yeah, you guess it's quite wide. You can define it in various ways. So for you personally, what would you? I know you're probably trying to get me a dictionary definition of a hate crime, which obviously I think that question was unfair, especially as I just stopped you on the streets and asked you that question. So for you personally, what would you class as a hate crime? Because for me, I know what I think a hate crime is, but what would you class as a hate crime?
I think when someone is, doing something with the intention to make someone feel uncomfortable because of where they're from or how they look or something like that.
What do you think we can do to raise the awareness of hate crimes, being that this week is National Hate Crimes Awareness Week and most people don't even know it is?
I think social media is really powerful, and most people are on social media nowadays. So I guess just try and be active on social media, and just as well like talking to people in real life is important, because you can share something on Instagram but then not have that conversation with your family or friends, which is more impactful maybe.
I totally agree with you. This is going to be well, it might be a hard one for you to answer, but just have a go anyway. What do you think you can do to obviously do your bit to prevent hate crimes?
I guess kind of back to what I said before, like having that conversation with your friends and family, which can be uncomfortable sometimes, especially if that's not something that they are used to talking about or used to like being questioned on. And I think also, if you're in public and you see something happening, don't just be a bystander. Say something. It doesn't necessarily mean putting yourself in danger, but you can help someone feel safer. You can do a lot, I think, even if you don't feel comfortable. I mean, yeah.
That's a superwoman right there. Did you hear that? Yeah. I think we need to get you a suit, because she's willing to stand up for someone that's experienced a hate crime, and basically what she said is she thinks everybody should also stand up. I think we've come to the end of this. No, don't worry about it. We'll come to the end of this interview. I want to say thank you very much, and I wish you all the best in your law degree. Hello there. Hi, it's Victor again, Team Natural Bodies founder. We have found another two lovely ladies. I know it might seem that I'm only interviewing the girls, but dude, the guys don't want to talk to me. What can I say? So the question we're going to ask you, first of all, what do you know to be a hate crime?
Hate crime is when you have prejudice against someone from a different race or ethnicity or anything like that. That's not for part of your own culture.
Fantastic. I think that's probably one of the best answers we've got today. Yeah, see, he's nodding his head. What do you think the government can do? And also, I'm going to ask, it's a two-part question. I'm going to ask what you think the government can do and what do you think you can do personally?
Okay. I think the government can do more partnership events, get the races to mix more, interact more, and just build like a bond between races rather than advertise to like people separately. To like let different cultures know about each other.
Okay.
I think there's still a lot of ignorance going on, and a little bit like young people are more open to interacting, whereas older generations, they'll be like, but I think if they target the older generation and let them change their views of thinking, their ways of thinking or looking at things differently, then you can get more, they can teach their kids to not do it.
That is fantastic. So what about for you? What do you think you can do?
Like, if I saw something happening, I wouldn't just let it happen. Like, I would just be like, either try and calm the situation, or, you know, wouldn't just stand there and watch it or record it or something like that. But I would get involved and try and make the difference I'm hoping will happen.
Okay. All right, I'm going to move on to you now. So what do you think you do?
I would stand up straight up. Nowadays you see many videos on Facebook and YouTube that people don't stand up and they just let it happen, so the best thing is to stand up for it and support it. Don't let that person be the victim there on its own.
That is so fantastic. It's not all about muscles. It's not because you have muscles. You don't have to wait to have muscles to stand up against hate crime. Even look at these two young, innocent-looking ladies. They've just said they will stand up to anybody being victimized. Hello there, hi. Yeah, we've got access into South Bank University. Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? Yeah, you see, yeah, we know people. Anyway, I'm just going to ask you, what course do you do at the university and what year are you in?
I do web development. I'm a top-up student.
Okay, okay, that's cool. Top-up student. Okay.
Top-up student, yeah. So I've been here, 3 years now. This is my 4th year.
Wow, that's good. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, so far, yeah, it's good. It's great.
Okay, that's great.
Met great people.
So one quick question. Did you know this week was National, I have to look at this because I have to keep remembering. Did you know this week was National Hate Crimes Awareness Week?
No, I didn't know.
You didn't know? You know a lot of people don't know this.
Yeah, because I think it's because it's not promoted that much for some reason. Yeah, I think so, to be honest.
And this is why we at Team Natural Bodies have taken it upon ourselves to actually come out and talk to people about this, because I'm supposed to be at work right now, but I've actually taken the day off work to come out and raise awareness for this. So for me, this is like doing my bit to raise awareness, you know, around hate crimes. So I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions.
Yeah, that's fine.
What do you understand? Do you know what hate crime is, first of all?
I think everyone does. It's just the way they understand what it is. Basically, for me, what hate crime is when someone actually harasses you in some way, or actually hurts you in some way, physically or even emotionally. Okay.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. And what do you think the government can do to reduce or even stop hate crime?
What they can do, actually, they can promote it a lot more. For example, look at UEFA football. They promote saying no to racism.
Okay.
That's what the government can do. Implement it in universities, schools, primary schools, secondary schools.
Well, get them when they're young, so they know.
Exactly.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
That's fantastic. So, what would you do to prevent hate crimes?
What I would do, I would have a lot more workshops. So what I would do, I would even, if I was the government, I would implement it, put it in a newspaper, put it on a few of the websites, advertise it more. That way people would get aware of it and see exactly what is going on. Okay.
Now this is a crazy one. I've just thought about it in my head. Do you think, I know it's a bit off topic, you can think, for me, I think anything to do with not just someone saying something to you to hurt you. I think there's this area of me that gets me very emotional, and that's the fact that there's a lot of knife crimes, violent knife crimes and gun crimes happening right now. Personally, I think that's hate crime. Because if someone wants to get a knife and plunge it into you, that is hate. They hate you.
Yeah, exactly. As I said, there's definitions to hate crime in so many ways. So you can say.
So you agree with me that knife crimes are hate crimes as well?
And especially in London, it's a huge city, so it happens a lot of the time. Yeah.
Do you know what, my friend? I want to thank you so much for this interview. Quick introduction. What are you studying?
I'm studying accounting and finance.
What year are you in?
First year.
First year. That's fantastic. So, do you know what hate crime is?
Yes, I do.
What is a hate crime?
A hate crime is when someone does something, I think, due to maybe your culture or your background, or maybe even your skin color. Yeah. It's not over a real problem. Yeah. They just have something against a culture or something, and they just react.
Okay, that's cool. This question is 2 parts, I'm going to ask you, what do you think the government can do to stop hate crime from happening? And also, what do you think you can do as an individual to stop hate crime from happening? So first of all, what do you think the government can do?
What I think the government should do, or they should have been doing for a while now, I think they should promote it more, as in, if they like just bring it to a light that it's still happening and it shouldn't be happening, maybe there should be like more video illustrations promoted, maybe some billboards or something, creating awareness, Facebook pages on how to deal with stuff and where you can report. And also, as individuals, I think we should just like, if we see something like this happening, to just try and cut it out before it gets too serious. Because it normally doesn't start serious. It starts into an argument or like a fight, and they're just trying to I think people should just nip it in the bud from there and like spread them apart and say, you know what, this is not happening, this is over nothing. It has nothing to do with money or anything, so just forget about it. It's not gonna change. It's not gonna change anything. So why are we fighting? That's the next problem.
I totally agree. I want to just thank you. I know you're probably on your way to a lecture now. You said you were late. Thank you so much. Hello there. Thank you for joining us. As you know, Team Natural Bodies went out this week to raise awareness for the National Hate Crimes Awareness Week. As you know, this week, October the 14th to the 21st, is National Hate Crimes Awareness. And we went out there to understand if people actually knew that this was actually happening. And unfortunately, not a lot of people knew. In fact, most people we interviewed did not even realize it was National Hate Crimes Awareness Week. Personally, I think National Hate Crimes Awareness should be a month-long activity to obviously create awareness about hate and obviously try and sensitize people on what people should be doing to stop hate amongst ourselves. With this, I want to say thank you for joining us, and please leave a comment and let us know what you think the government should be doing about hate crimes, or should be doing to prevent hate crimes, and also the community as a whole should be doing to prevent hate crimes. Please share my video, like my video, and let's spread the word. Thank you.